You've stopped asking. Years ago, maybe decades, you and Elizabeth stopped praying for a son. You've packed that desire away in a cold, dark corner of your heart. You've accepted the no. You've reconciled your faith with your emptiness. But today, something is different. Today, the lot fell on you. Out of 18,000 priests, your name was chosen. This is the only time in your entire life you will ever step into this room. You are walking into the presence of the Almighty. But you aren't just carrying incense, you're carrying a lifetime of unanswered questions. The silence here is heavy. It's the kind of silence that feels like it's listening to you. As a priest of the division of Abijah, you know the ritual perfectly. You approach the altar of incense. Your job is to make the smoke rise, a symbol of Israel's prayers ascending to God. For many priests, this is just a duty. But for you, it's a terrifying honor. You are the bridge between a silent heaven and a waiting people. You represent a nation that hasn't heard a prophetic word from God in 400 years. You think to yourself, is God still listening? Or has he gone silent for good? Your heart hammers against your ribs like a trapped bird. You fall, your knees hit the stone floor hard. You can't breathe. You expected a ritual. You found a revolution. Do not be afraid, Zachariah. Your prayer has been heard. Which prayer? The one for Israel's redemption? Or the one you gave up on when your hair was still dark and your wife's eyes still held the spark of hope? The angel is specific. A son. His name will be John. He will be the forerunner, the one to prepare the way for the Messiah. God didn't just hear your prayer. He waited until it was humanly impossible to answer it just so you would know that only he could have done it. But instead of worship, you offer a but. How can I be sure? I am an old man and my wife is well along in years. I am Gabriel. I stand in the presence of God. And now you will be silent. You will not be able to speak until the day this happens because you did not believe my words. For 9 months, the world goes quiet. You are a priest who cannot lead a liturgy, a husband who cannot whisper to his wife. But in this silence, you begin to hear things you never noticed before. You hear the faithfulness of God in the wind. You hear the promise in the kick of the baby in Elizabeth's womb. The name Zachariah means the Lord remembers. Every time someone says your name and you cannot respond, you are reminded of the truth. God didn't forget you. He was just preparing a masterpiece. Your silence wasn't a punishment, it was a protection. It was a womb for your faith to grow as big as the miracle you were carrying. The baby is born. The neighbors want to name him after you. They want to keep the tradition alive. But you know that this child belongs to a new move of God. You take the tablet. You write the words, "His name is John." In that moment of obedience, the dam breaks. The voice that was locked away for 9 months erupts. You don't just speak, you prophesy. You sing, "Praise be to the Lord, the God of Israel, because he has come to his people and redeemed them." You might be watching this today feeling like Zechariah in the holy place. Maybe you're carrying a dead prayer. Maybe you feel like God has struck you silent and you're wondering why the miracle is taking so long. If you are in a season of silence, remember this. God's silence is not his absence. He is working behind the veil. He is preparing a John for your Zechariah. He is waiting for the moment when his glory will be most visible. Don't let your how stop you from seeing his who. He is the God who remembers.